A legendary performance by Drew Pomeranz. We talked about it in our coaches meeting this morning, and felt it and knew that that he was that type of guy that would give you that type of Kurt Schilling bloody sock performance that people will remember for the rest of their lives. The people that were here, and what can you say when you have that kind of performance? And then as far as the rest of the team, how proud I am of the way they responded. But they responded like this all year long, and especially the beat writers that have watched us. We've at times haven't been our best, and at times have been slapped around and knocked down to the canvas, but they have always responded. And tonight, in the biggest night of the year, which probably you can't put any more pressure, especially after last night's loss with the lead and the way we lost last night at home, to be able to bounce back like that. And they were just locked in tonight and just grinded it out against a very, very good Western Kentucky team. And lastly, what Coach Finwood has done at Western Kentucky and their team, that was no fluke. They were tremendous in every aspect. Everybody's talked all weekend about their offense, but their defense was tremendous. They pitched well. They just a very complete team, and took us down to the wire. And obviously we're very excited to be moving on.
Did the whole pitch count thing ever come into effect? Were you worried about hurting them or anything, stuff like that?
Doctor negative. No, I wasn't. And I'll tell you, one of the things that we go on, because it's hard. Like you asked the question last night, and the answer to the pitch count question is there is no number. There's no specific or number. And I didn't know. I didn't know if 50 would be the number, or 100, or whatnot. But the way we tell is where they lose effectiveness. And his pitch count certainly was in order, deep into the game. But it was really watching how effective he was. And he wasn't walking people. He wasn't falling behind. He looked like his fastball was continuing to beat people. So I mean, that's if a guy if his pitch count's getting too high to where there's a problem where he's going to get hurt, or his arm's going to get sore. That's usually because he's pitching past that point where he's not throwing the same. His mechanics are different, and usually people don't get hurt on one outing. It's over several outings. I mean, yeah, I don't think you think that he's going to throw a complete game, but I really had every confidence, had confidence that he would go deep. I mean, I thought he'd get past. I thought he would get like a regular start. I thought he'd get somewhere between the 5th and the 7th. And I seen him, like he said, I've seen him the last few weekends. He's always come up to me and said, "Hey, if you need one, I'm ready." And he has that confidence and that feel to him. And he's just he's a horse. He's a warrior out there, and he's the type of guy that you believe him when he says he could do it. And certainly when he came up to me yesterday and said, "Hey, if you need me, I can close now. I can throw one," I knew right then. That he would be the guy for today's game.